a NFL card opening. I was able to find a box, and we're gonna see if we can get ourselves a few different rares. So, one in here that I want myself is a Brett Favre rookie. Um, I'm a Green Bay Packer fan. That's me. So the next thing I want to look at is a um, sweet. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I had to restart because I did kid, and apparently with the kid uh, live, it doesn't have chat, and I want chat. So, anyways, we're going to look right here, and okay, the first one is Brett Favre, of course, the Brett Favre one. And then the other one we're going to be looking for is a Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, some of the 49ers. And that's because my brothers are 49ers fans. Now, if you ask, how did that happen? How is it that you, sir, are a Green Bay Packer fan and they are 49ers fans? Well, it has everything to do with sibling rivalry. So, my brothers and I myself all grew up in California, so there's the 49er. And then when we would watch football games together, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with not having sibling rivalry. It was just innate in me. I had to fight for everything. I was the youngest. They should tell you I was the worst. I mean, maybe not the worst. Okay, I was the worst. But they love me. And so now I'm going to see if I can show them love by finding some of these old cool cards and then gifting it to them. So maybe I'll send it in for grading depending on what they are. So we have a bunch of these packs. I've never opened these packs before. I've never bought football cards before. But as you get older, you just start collecting things. It just feels weird to say that, but it's true. And so the names and symbols, designs, other indica are registered trademarks. Okay, so we're going to see how well we do on these pack openings. Again, Brett Favre is one of the chase cards, but there's other chase cards in here that I'm personally looking for. Okay. And, oh, Mark Jackson is this one. I don't know. Ooh. Cleveland Gary. Don't know who Cleveland Gary is. Mike Merriweather. I've heard of him before, and that's probably because we used to play against the Vikings all the time. Ron Stallworth. It says Chiefs defensive line. He got traded, so he used to play for the Jets, it looks like. Hey, welcome, everyone. We're going to check these out. Reggie Cobb, Buccaneers running back. John O'Thunderthal. Again, we're looking for a... Yo, what's up, Clover? We're looking for a Brett Favre, or we're looking for... Now, if there's delay, I apologize. It's part of the stream. I think it's a 10-second delay. Erie Jones, Keith Jones. So Brett Favre's in here. You're going to have Jerry Rice. You're going to have... I don't know why it just automatically flipped upside down. I guess that works. Ernest Gavins, Willie Galt. I don't know who any of these are really, truthfully. David Fulcher, it sounds familiar. And Mark Jackson. If you know any of these people and you want to call it out, just tell me in the chat and I could go back to them and we could talk a little bit about them if you want. So we're going to try doing this one. All right. So Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, some of the cards I'm looking for. Since I have three brothers, I'm the fourth, of course. Since I have three brothers, it's going to be hard to find three of the same. So Willie Golt was a good wide receiver. Ah, for the Raiders. Thanks, Robert. Roberto Gonzalez. Thanks. If you want me to send you this one, I could send you this one. We'll have to connect afterwards because I don't know. Oh, he played for the Bears. The Bears for a little. And then Raiders all the way out. Yeah, he got some good yards. Not that many touchdowns in that end. But then again, it was the Raiders, so he didn't have much help. Sweet. All right, cool. Hey, Kevin. How's it going? We have Vinny Testaverde. Vinny Testaverde. Steve Young. Oh, yeah. He looks a little fat in that one. But this is one of those that I was looking for. I know it's probably not a big one for everyone else, but Steve Young is definitely a 49ers that I'm going to be gifting to one of my brothers. Yeah. We'll see how much. I could probably pull it up and figure out how much he's worth later. But Steve Young is a good one. I'm going to put him to the side. We'll look at there. But Steve Young, William Fuller, the Oilers. I don't even think there's Oilers. They changed. Eric Hill, Sam Seeley, Mark Vanderpool. Oh, upside down. Scott Norwood, Haywood Jeffries, Eddie Anderson. Again, call out if I'm missing anyone that you guys are seeing that you're like, hey, this is the one that you probably want to look at. Melvin, Braden, Nick Lowry, Rod Woodson, Junior CU. All right. Next one. Let's see how we can do on this. Yeah, that is pretty cool. We got the Steve Young. Maybe we could get another one. Maybe I'll do like one of my brothers will get Steve Young. One will be Jerry Rice, or if we'll see. These packs, if you get the chase cards, roughly PSA 10 chase cards are like $50 to $50. Junior CU. He's a big one. Is this one of his first years? No. 90 was his first year. He ended up turning good. Roberto, we can do another one for you. We'll have to connect. We'll have to collect your details. Maybe Instagram. You could reach out to me on Instagram or something. We can send them your way. Oh, did he? Dang. I know. It's one of those things where, man, life's short. Sweet. A good linebacker. Oh, I wonder, did he have brain problems because of getting hit one too many times in the head? That's a big problem. All right. Kevin Fagan, I think it is, but he's a 49ers. Maybe I just put him to the side as like, oh, dang. Yeah, that sucks. Man. I mean, Michael Kofor, he sounds like a big one. I can't remember. Kevin Mack, I remember Kevin Mack being pretty good. But you have only so many years to be able to make a lot of money as a NFL player, and in that time also not be injured, like that's the whole thing. So Mark Collins, Rob Moore, Mark Carrier, Reggie Roby. K-Mac was a beast. See, I knew it. I knew that he was pretty big on that. I was going to say he was pretty good if I remember hearing his name a few times. Mike Pryor, Johnny Johnson, John Raid. Oh, is this His rookie? Brett Favre? Is this the Brett Favre rookie? Dang, all right. So this is the chase card in it, and I was able to pull it. So Falcons quarterback? Dang. Yeah, this is a hit. I hit it. This is one that I'll probably send off to PSA just for grading and making it look nice. Thurman Thomas. I think Thurman Thomas was also a good one. I can't remember. Yeah. So that one will stay with me. That one I know my brothers would not enjoy. So I can't believe I've hit Joe Montana. I'm sorry, not Joe Montana. Oh, if I get a Joe Montana, that'd be interesting. A Brett Favre and a Steve Young. These are literally the first ones I've ever opened. Ray Childress, I think I remember he's a big one. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he was a pretty good running back. I don't think you realize this. I'm just putting all the ones that you're calling out a little bit, Roberto, to the side that I don't need because I don't need them and I can send them to you. So, Marcus Allen right here. Yeah. Are you a Raiders fan? I feel like you're a Raiders fan. All I'm saying. No, I think Marcus Allen was a good one too. Yeah, like pretty good rushing yards. Lewis Billup, Steve Atwater. Atwater sounds familiar too. You hate the Raiders, and yet a lot of the good players go there. Like recently is the who is it? Devontae Adams, who's left again, but Steve DeBerg, Gary Anderson, Myron Butts, Brian Blades, Neil Anderson, the Bears. Okay. Anthony Dilweg, Daryl Green, Barry Sanders. This is another one. I think this is another chase card. This is another chase card with the Detroit Lions. So this one I think I could even send off. 1 of 10. Interesting. Anthony Carter and Morton Anderson. Yeah. The Barry Sanders. Sorry, you're not. I don't think you'll be able to get that one. I don't know. I have some. I don't have really any Lions fans. Would I want to keep it because it's Lions? Because I hate the Lions, but it's Barry Sanders. You know, you have that whole like fight between the collection, like you and the fan you. You know. So that's a funny. I'm getting easy, understanding more and more how to pull these cards, which is interesting. Oh yeah, this is a Troy Aikman. Yeah, I'm. You know what, brother-in-law, my brother-in-law would love this. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It's nostalgia. One of the reasons why I bought this because I was like, I want some nostalgia. I want to be able to play some and watch some, possibly give some gifts. So I think that the Troy Aikman's going to go great for my brother-in-law. Thane Gash. Nope. Andre Tippett. Henry Ellard. Yeah, thanks for the likes. Definitely a good one. Daryl Frolington, Ken O'Brien, Chris Chandler, Jim Jensen, Bill Brooks, Tim Rosenbach. Sounds familiar, but Chris Miller, Chris Zork. And then we go upside down for Bruce Smith and a Warren Moon. Some pretty cool picks there. I'm going to put this one there because... All right. We only got a few cards right now that we're looking for. We're looking to get a Jerry Rice would be great. We already got a Brett Favre, Troy Aikman, Barry Sanders, Brett Favre, a Steve Young. Jerry Rice would be good. Any of these cards are at least $1. Sweet. I popped this whole thing for $15, so definitely a win. Mark Collins, Rob Moore, Mark Carrier, Reggie Robbie, Mike Pryor, Johnny Johnson, John Raid. What? I got 2? How did I get 2? Holy smokes. This is the hit pack. My God, 2 Brett Favres. That's the hit of the box, and I got 2 of them. So, dang. Yeah. That's insane. 2 of them. Maybe I'll get two Steve Youngs or something. We'll see. That is crazy. Thurman Thomas. He's a big one, isn't he? I thought he was a good... Yeah, I already gave you one of these, Robert, so we have an extra one. If people in the comment want extra ones or something, let me know. We could work something out. Al Smith, Howie Long, Ickey Woods, Steve Sewell, and Emil Harry. Cool. Can't believe 2 Brett Favre so far. I've barely even touched this. The packs. Insane. If you're just joining, we've pulled a few different cards already. A Troy Aikman. We don't worry about the Kevin. Barry Sanders. Brett Favre. I pulled two Brett Favres. These are the chase cards. And a Steve Young. So I'm going to put Kevin to the side. It's just more of for gifts. And Roberto on the chat, he's been helping a lot. So he's getting some of these cards. If he wants more, he's going to let me know too. So if you guys see any that you want, maybe we have an extra one, put it in the chat. That's how we do it. This is how we do it. Oh, well, it's a Brian Noble. It's a Green Bay Packer. I'm a Packer fan, so that one I'll just put off to the side. Jay Taylor, Andre Rison, Ernie Mills, another one. And we go upside down. Leonard Smith. I think this guy was pretty good, if I remember correct. Johnny Needs. Jay Schroeder. Andre Rison. All right. Is he another Bears fan? Is he a Bears? Falcons. Colts and then Falcons. Got it. Going in your pile. Ernie Mills, Leonard Smith, Johnny Needs, Jay Schroeder, Carl Zander, Dennis Smith, Flaxen. Oh, Falcons. I was like, Rob Thomas. Rob Thomas seems... Is it just because he's got the familiar name? Hardy Nickerson. Sounds familiar. Leslie O'Neal. Patrick Hunter. Richard Dent. And Brian Noble, a linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. Not a big one, but I'll take him. He's a Packer. Steve Smith, running back. He sounds familiar. Jerry Gray. Leon White. Mark Boyer, Bruce Korzorski, Lewis Oliver, Albert Bentley, Tim McDonald. Oh, this is a Deion Sanders, but a different Deion Sanders. I was like, Deion Sanders, this is the Deion Sanders, the defensive back. So not the same one. Not the same one. Got me all excited again. I was like, did I get two Deion Sanders? It is a nice one. Shane Conlon, Chris Dishman, Mervin Fernandez, and Boomer Eisen. Boomer Eisen. All right. Just to recap, if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, we've pulled a few of the chase cards. Troy Aikman, Barry Sanders, we've pulled 2 Brett Favres, those are the chase cards, and a Steve Young. Boomer. Is Boomer a good player, Roberto? Or is it just the name? That's funny. He was. Yep. All right. Daryl Poland. Barry Sanders. What? Another one? Is this the second one? Oh, see, I have the Ultra All-Stars. And I pulled the card. And I pulled the card. Yeah, yep. Here's another. Man, for $15 on this pack, that's insane. Eric Metcalf, John Stevens, Pat Carter, Al Noga, Eric McMillan, Ron Hall, Tim McCure, Ron Stark, Rich Carmillo, Brian Jordan, Joe Gardner, and flip this one upside down, Jamie Mueller. All right, good job with that Barry Sanders grab. Woo! We'll see. We'll see if they end up maybe send it off for grading and see how much they get graded. And those cards that I show you are about $30 a piece, graded at PSA 10-ish. Some for a little bit more, can go up to $100, depending on which card it is. So, Hassan Jones, Vig Johnson, Randall Hill, Maurice Carthen, Anthony Toney, Daryl Pollard. There's 2 of these that I have. Whoa! No way. Another Barry Sanders. One right after another. This box is hitting. It's just hitting left and right. I've gotten so many hits out of this box. It's crazy. That means there's a box out there of these where it got like next to nothing, and they are not happy. Eric McMillan, Ron Hall, Tim McCurry got traded. I was not expecting it again. I feel like I've barely touched any of these like cards. I have so many more left. And we've already gotten so many hits. It is an amazing box. Eric Howard, James Hasty. I ended up picking up this box from a gentleman who has Dan Marino. There's another hit. What? Dan Marino, another hit. Wow. Wow, this is a good one. That one's a good one to have to be able to grade. Yeah, yeah. So, he's got lung cancer and 2 years left to live, or 15 months left to live. Jeff George is good too, the quarterback. That's going for you there, Roberto, just so you know. Jay Taylor. So he was trying to sell to make money because he's not going to be around for much longer. And I was like, dude, I'll buy some off of you. I don't normally buy um, boxes of NFL cards, but I was like, you know what? Brett Favre I know was in '91, Fleer, and I was looking for just some collectibles, so it worked out. And now I might, if I, this is crazy. I have some good cards to be able to give out. Hayward Jeffries, Eddie Anderson, Jim Breach, Melvin Braden, Nick Lowry. You're saying Ryzen? Andre Rison's a good one. The wide receiver Falcon. Did we already get this one? Is this the second one? Yeah. We got you one. Sweet. All right, let's take a look at another one. Roberto's like, this is better than that Whatnot app or whatever. You can you get some free cards here. You don't have to bet on anything. Just talk to me and I'll be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Mike Young, Jeff Bryant, Winston Moss, Mike Kofer. Put him over here just because he's a 49er. John Grimsley, Robert Brown, Green Bay Packer. Jeff Bostic, Ricky Waters. He was the 49ers. Interesting. Was he? Did he end up good? It sounds like he ended up. Slightly remember him being good. We'll put him there. Don Beeble, Ray Childress, Marcus Allen, Ricky Waters. I was going to say, I think Ricky Waters. Let me go back to him. Oh, yeah. Sweet. 49er. All right. And that, I think, is his draft pick card. So, Marcus Allen. Was Marcus Allen good, too? I think I remember. Steve Atwater and Steve DeBerg. If we could get another, like, Steve Young, Joe Montana, that'd be cool. Only because those are the ones I'm going to be looking to gift my brothers. Get them graded. Allen, the running back. Marcus Allen. Yeah, I thought he was going to be a good running back. Herman Moore, Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor sounds like an interesting one. I can't remember. Heath Sherman, Charles Haley, Emmitt Smith. Woo! Yeah, that Emmitt one is a good one. Is this a different Clay Matthews than the Clay Matthews? Yeah, Emmitt is good. I'm going to also look to gift that one. Clay Matthews. Is this the same Clay? No, it's not the same Clay Matthews, but it would be funny if it's. Does Clay Matthews? Is this his dad? Is this Clay Matthews' dad, the one that played for the Green Bay Packers? That'd be funny. Wow, Emmett Smith is crazy. I was able to pull an Emmett Smith. We'll go through all of my chase cards again so everyone could see it if you're just joining. Jim Everett, Tim McGee. He's going in your pile then, just so you know. I put him to the side. Put him in your pile. Al Toon. Jim Everett's good, the quarterback. On your pile. Willie Drury, Sammy Smith, Jack Trudeau, Aaron Cox. Sweet. All right. So far, Roberto, let's see your pile. This is called the Roberto Box giveaway. He just joined and was like, "Yeah, sure." We have your Jim Everett, your Clay Matthews, a Marcus Allen, a Jeff George, a Boomer. We have Deion Sanders, but the Falcon defensive back, Andre Rison, Marcus Allen, Thurman Thomas, Kevin Mack, Junior CU, and Willie Golt. So that's your pack, all right? We'll have more for you, I'm sure. And then the chase cards that have been hitting like no other. And it's only because Roberto's talking in the chat. If you got other people talked and wanted something, and maybe they'd get something. Emmett Smith, Dan Marino, Barry Sanders, another Barry Sanders, and then the Barry Sanders Ultra Star card, the Troy Aikman, 2 Brett Favres, and the Steve Young. So, if I get another double Roberto of one of these, I will throw it in for you too. So we'll see whichever one. Maybe there's another hit in here, and it goes to you. That's a double hit. We'll see which one that is. I won't get it graded for you though. You could grade it yourself. Yeah. As we're talking about it, Deion Sanders, but it's the Falcons, the other one that you have. That's funny. Rodney Hampton. Oh, Reggie White. Reggie White went to the Green Bay Packers. Jerry Rice. I was looking for him. What a hit. What a hit. Yes. That's awesome. Oh, I couldn't. It didn't let me show your hit. Yeah. I'm gonna pick this Reggie White for me. Reggie White's mine, and then we have a Jerry Rice hit, which will be my brother's. One of my brothers will get one of those. So this is insane. Insane. I might have to go back to see if that guy still has a lot more. He had like boxes and boxes of cards. Just I was like, I don't need that many, but I might need to go back. That's insane. And another Jerry Rice, Brian Brennan, Steve Smith, Jerry Gray, Leon White, Mark Boyer, Bruce Korsky, Lewis Oliver. I tried showing your chat. It didn't let me show your chat, Robert. It said moderator already took care of it, so I don't know. Tim McDonald and the Deion Sanders, the one that we had the defensive back for. So. All right. We're opening up the next one. We'll open up 2 more packs and then do another review of our cards. John Taylor, another wide receiver. A nice little checklist. If you wanted a checklist, I don't need a checklist. Reuben Davis, Broderick Thompson, Todd McNair. That other Deion Sanders, the defensive back. All right, going in my pile. Todd McNair, Mike Young, Jeff Bryant, Winston Moss, Mike Kofer, John Grimsley, Robert Brown. I've got 2 of these now. Jeff Bostic, Ricky Waters, 49ers. We have 2 of these, I think. Yeah, we have 2. Is that right? Did I have 2 of these? Robert, you want this one too? All right. Okay. Don Beeb. Bib. All right. We just moved around a little bit. We'll move on. Get the next pack. You want the Rodney Hampton? See, I was going to say, where'd the Rodney Hampton go? I'm going to have to find Rodney Hampton. Ah, there he is. The Giants. You want that one? We'll drop that one in yours. Sweet. All right. I'm giving away more than I'm keeping. Again, I'm not keeping them because I might like if I sell like the ones I would sell are probably those hit ones. If anything that I'm not keeping, there's some that I would be keeping. Charles Wilson, Avlin Walton, John L. Williams, the running back. He was the Ultra Star. I don't need this one. You want this one? Yeah, I do get those. I don't know what I'm going to do with those Brett Favre. I have 2 of them. I'll keep one. Maybe I'll sell one. That's how it will work. Hassan Jones, Vaughn Johnson, Randall Hill, Maurice Carthen, Anthony Toney, Daryl Pollard. Hey, guess who gets a Barry Sanders? Guess who gets a Barry Sanders? Roberto gets a Barry Sanders. Yeah. Eric Metcalf. John Steffens. Yeah, yep. Pat Carter. And then the Al Noga. We've had a few Al Nogas too. I think I've seen 3 of them. All right, after this one, we'll check our recap. Don Griffin. We see Derek Thomas, Merrill Hodge, Burt Grossman, Norm Johnson, Kevin Butler, Bears place kicker. The Derek Thomas was good. I thought so. I hesitated, but the Chiefs linebacker coming in your pile. All right. Perry Kemp, Art Monk, Bruce Smith, Yeah. Rich Gannon, Greg Hayward, Russell Maryland, Cowboys defensive line. I might be gifting that. Phil Simms, Keith Jackson, and Don Griffin. All right, we have a few of them so far in our gifting pile. We have already a Joe Montana. Bruce Smith. He's got the Ultra. Yeah. In your pile. I wouldn't keep it. You could keep that. All right. Another Perry Kempt, Packers wide receiver. Art Mon. Oh, what happened to my? All right, we're good. Back at it. I was like, what happened? Oh, there's another Bruce Smith. All right, that one. Maybe I'll sell. Yeah, that's what will happen. I'll sell that one. Rich Gannon, Craig Hayward. I need to get my light away because it's refracting and just making things very white, unbalanced. All right, cool. Russell Mayard, Phil Simms. Phil Simms sounds like familiar. Look at that. Look at that. Just all that. We'll go over here. Is that where we want it? Sorry, my light decided it wanted to screw up. All right. Don Griffin, another one. Troy Aikman, another Troy Aikman. Wow. The Russell Maryland. Keep it. So that Troy is going to be mine. I'm going to look for the Russell Maryland really quick. Cowboys defense. He was a pretty good one. I could give that to a. All right. Sweet. You rock. I could change your lighting style. All right, cool. Sorry, my lighting is going crazy. Andre Tippett, Henry Ellard, Daryl Fullington. I'm going to, what am I going to do? Get rid of some of this. I think that's what it is. I think some of these. All right. All right, let's see where we are. We're going to see first what Roberto's going to be taken away from this. He's got like a whole stack. Roberto, you have Bruce Smith, Derek Thomas, Barry Sanders, Rodney Hampy. Thank you so much. Ricky Waters, Jim Everett, Clay Matthews, Marcus Allen, Jeff George, Boomer Eisen, Deion Sanders, Andre Rison, Marcus Allen, Thurman Thomas, Kevin Mack, Junior Sue, and Willie Galt. All of these will go to you. And then we have our hits. And some that we're keeping because of your call-outs. Russell Maryland, Troy Aikman, Jerry Rice, Emmett Smith, Dan Marino, another Barry Sanders. As you can tell, there's two of them, 3 cards in total. Another Troy Aikman, 2 Brett Favre's rookie cards. Steve Young, and all the way back to the beginning. So as you can tell, some really cool hits so far. We've gone probably halfway through, which is insane. Halfway through, and we've gotten so many hits already. Maybe we'll get just as many hits again. If anyone else in the chat is looking and they want any of these card types, please let me know. We will look for you, and if we grab it, we can get that for you. Lori Horde, Hartley Dykes, Willie Anderson, Carl Banks, Kyle Clifton, Gary Anderson, Mark Clayton, Dwayne Bickett, Kevin Harvey. Yes, those are the best ones. Brown Nagel. I'll flip them upside down. We have Leon Seals, Lorenzo White, sounds familiar, and Greg Townsend. Can't believe I picked 2 of them out of a $15 box. Steve Bossman. Steve Broussard. In your pile. All right. Mike Kroll, Otis Anderson, Keith Byards, Dexter Carter, Jerry Ball, Lori Horde, Hartley Dykes, Willie Anderson, another one, Carl Banks, Kyle Clifton, another Gary Anderson, Mark Clayton, Dwayne Bickett, and Ken Harvey. Man, we'll see what else we can get from here. '91 Chargers. What were the Chargers? When did the Chargers become a team? I thought they were a newer team. No, they weren't. They just weren't that great. Is that what it was? Sorry. I'm not trying to, but Ethan Horton, Rodney Holman, Vance Johnson, Barry Ward, Tim Worley. That sounds familiar. I'm going to put him to the side. Oh, there's the Chargers. That's right. They were around. We're going to put the Rob in yours. Just because. Brad Muster, Jeff Query, Ernest Byrne, Steve Jordan, South LA, Eric Martin, Mike Pritchard, Dave McGee, and Wes Hopkins. Wes Hopkins, I think, was decent. I grew up in California. Keep the Pritchard. Draft pick. We'll keep him. We have a few that we're keeping, some just because they're on a 49er or Green Bay team, and some because Roberto is calling them out, which is awesome. And he's getting a whole bunch load of cards for that. and helping me out. Rick Finney, Pat Swilling, Todd Marnovich, Everson Walls, Fred Barnett, Joe Montana. What a hit. This is one that I was looking for. It will go to one of my brothers. It will get graded. Keep the Todd. I'll look for the Todd as well. Rodney Peete, Mike Johnson, Irving Frere, Mike Wilcher, Broderick Thomas, Rick Finney, Pat Swilling, Todd. Rodney Peete. He's in yours. He's the Lions. I couldn't keep that one, sorry. No. Dan Marino. How did they pass it? How did I pass this Dan Marino? It was just like in my hand, and I was like, la, 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 la. Jeff George. You could keep Jeff George, too. Do you have two Jeff George? I think we might have two Jeff Georges. Dan Marino's keeping. I'm checking really quick. Did we get two Jeff Georges? Yeah. We got two. Two Jeff Georges. So I'll keep one, you keep one. Works for me. Good deal. I was going to give them both to you. All right. All right, keep moving. Just keep swimming. John Williams, Dennis Gentry, Keith Woodside, Ricky Sanders, Rick Finney. I think we have two Rick Finneys, don't we? Pat Swilling. There's another Todd Marnovich. And Roberto, you called out that I keep one, and that means you keep this one. Ricky Sanders was a good one. Ricky's going to you too. We're going to have to put a nice big box so that they don't get bent, sent to you. Fred Barnett. Another Joe Montana. Another Joe Montana. So three brothers, three quarterbacks. Rodney Peete. I just gave you a Rodney Peete. I know that. So that Rodney Peete will be mine to hold on to. So now that I've gotten all the Joe Montana, if I get another Joe Montana, maybe the Steve Young stays with me. I'm just saying. Irving Frere, Mike Wilcher. All right. Let's do a quick recap. Show you which ones you've gotten so far, Roberto. Ricky Sanders, Todd Marnovich, Jeff George, Rodney Peete, Rob Bernstein, Steve Broussard, Bruce Smith, Derek Thomas, Barry Sanders, Rodney Hampton, Ricky Waters, Jim Everett, Clay Matthews, Marcus Allen, a Boomer, Deion Sanders, Andre Rison, Marcus Allen, Thurman Thomas, Kevin Mack Jr., and Willie Gault. Yeah, bro. And then the ones that are the hits and the ones that will go into my brothers or family members or maybe myself. Joe Montana, Dan Marino, another Joe Montana. Let me put those together. A Russell Maryland, a Troy Aikman, a Jerry Rice, an Emmett Smith. There's another Dan Marino. Is there 3 Dan Marinos or 2? We'll find out. There's our Barry Sanders, a Troy Aikman. Thank you. 2 Brett Favres and a Steve Young. Yeah, boy. We're going to see about moving on. I have some other keepers that are similar to yours, Roberto, so I'm not going to run through them. We'll just move on. Rob Bernstein, Jacob Green, Brad Mustard, Jeff Quarry, Ernest Burned, Steve Jordan, Eric Martin, Mike Pritchard. You told me to keep one of these. I don't think you have a Mike Pritchard yet, so that one's going for you too. Dave Meggett, Wes Hopkins, Tom Ratham, Michael Irvin, Reggie Linghorn, Tom Hudson. All right. Ratham was a beast. I believe it. I believe it. There's some people that were killers out there ripping people's heads off before a lot of the rules changed everything. All right. Thomas Everett, Arthur Cox. He's a Charger. Going with you. Terry Wooden, William Perry, Sterling Sherp, Gary Clark, Herschel Walker. Whoa. Is this the same Herschel Walker that was the politician? Is this that Herschel Walker? I'm putting him to the side because that's funny. It is that same Herschel Walker. Am I right, Roberto? Okay. That guy got hit one too many times in the head. Anyways, Brett Perryman, Jared Bunch, Rodney Hampton. There's another Reggie White. There's a Jerry Rice again. Wow. Mike Sexton, Brian Brennan. So Jerry Rice, 2. I wonder if I could ever get them to sign it. That'd be a crazy gift for them. They would love that. Even just the cards I know they would love, but all right. Mark Rippon. Dan Marino, the All-Star card. So I have the Dan Marino's cards, and now they have the All-Star. Bo Jackson? Oh, have I not pulled a Bo Jackson yet? That's a good call out. Well, we need to speak it into existence now, Roberto. Pat Harlow, Lewis Tillman, Jerome Brown, Brent Jones, Eugene Marv, Gary Plumer, Kevin Green, Mike Singletary. This guy was good. Mike Singletary, if I remember correctly. And Joe Motz. Mike Singletary. You want the Singletary? Yeah. The Bears. I never really had to worry about the Bears with being a Green Bay Packer fan. You know what I mean? Sorry. poor, poor Bears people. I feel for them. Those are true fans, though, to stick with that team through thick and thin. All right, here we go. We're looking for Bo Jackson. It's the only one we haven't hit. We could always take another Brett Favre, right? A John Elway. Hey, John Elway. Wow. We'll take a John Elway. That one will stay with me. If I get another one, it will be yours. Stephen Page. Bobby Brister. Gil Bird. Derek Fenner. Truce Armstrong. Tim Harris. Wilbur Marshall. Keith Jackson. Oh, Gil. You're saying Gil. Gil good? Gil's going to you. Keith Jackson. He's an all-star one. The all-star card, I will give him to you. Chris Dolman. Toy Cook. Dan McGuire. It's his rookie card. Dan. You want the Dan McGuire too? Yeah, we'll put it in there. If you don't want him, I'll just take him out. Randall Cunningham. The Dan McGuire. He's good? Yeah. All right, cool. If I get another one, it's mine. It's a good-looking card. It looks sick with his little visor. Keep the Randall Cunningham. I think you have one already of the Randall Cunningham. Or did you already tell me to keep it before? Because I think I've seen it before. I'm going to check really quick if you have it or I have it. And if I have it, I'll give it. It's the first? All right. I believe you. All right. Let me just do a quick little look. All right. Just a quick little look. All right. All right. You might be right. You might be right. All right. I don't know why I second guessed you. I should never. All right, next one. Drew Hill, Vance Mueller, Anthony Munoz, Ricky Natalie, Albert Lewis, Lewis Lips, Anthony Miller. He's a Charger. He's going with you. Mark Carrier, Don Majowski. He's going into my group. Gerald Riggs, Randall Cunningham. See, you told me about Randall Cunningham, and now he's coming in the Ultra Stars. He's an Ultra Star. I'll throw the Ultra Star card with you. Wade Wilson and Dalton Hillard. All right. We're getting to the bottom of our packs. We have an Al Smith, Howie Long, Ickey Woods, Steve Sewell, Emil Harris, Thomas Everett, Arthur Cox, Terry Wooden, William Perry, Sterling Sharp, a few of those I know. Another Gary Clark, another Herschel Walker. I'm going to throw the Herschel Walker with you just for shiggles. Brett Perryman and Jared Bunch. Giants running back. This is his draft. Maybe I could give that to a Giants fan that I know. Ouchie. Ouchie, ouchie. He's the fridge? No. Why am I a Packers fan and not know the fridge's name? I remember when we picked him up from the Bears, the fridge. Yeah, I'm keeping that. If I get another William Perry, he's yours. The Bears. The Bears. All right. Thanks for the call out, Roberto. Again, childhood. All the childhood. Yeah, and a few more openings. We're going to review which ones I've already caught. I did mention him before, but I forgot. I didn't know his real name, William Perry. Mike Royser. Eric Bieniemy. He's a Chargers. This is yours. Going into your pile, Roberto. Andre Reed, Sean Jones, Tim Brown, James Brooks, Bobby Humphrey. We're still looking for a Joe Jackson, Christian Okeo, Dwight Stone. I'll have to pull him out. Billy Joe Tolliver. Hey, here's your quarterback. Dave Krieg, Jim Harborough. Is this the same Harborough, which is like now the coach, Jim Harborough? Charles Wilson, Alvin Watson. We're going to look for the Royser. Royser's good. Jim Harborough. That's crazy. I'm going to keep him in my pack because now he's a coach. And you were saying Christian Nako. Where is he? Okoye. He's on yours. He's a nightmare in your pile now. All right. Moving into more piles. Rodney Petey. Okay, well, Rod Woodson. Junior Sinu. You have a Junior Sinu, so I'm going to drop that one in my pile. John Williams. Dennis Gentry, Keith Woodside, Ricky Sanders. I think you have a Ricky Sanders. You're saying Pete also? Did I miss the Pete? All right, that one's going to my pile then. Charles Haley, linebacker. That one will give away. Rick Finney, Pat Swilling, Todd Marnovich. There's 3 of these now. We've gone 3 Todd Marnoviches. So this one, whoever, we'll see. If there's more people who, like maybe I'll post this, actual post, and if I get some, another Joe Montana. That's 3 Joe Montanas. Wow. Okay. I mean, we can't even get one, but Bo Jackson, but we'll do a. There's another Rodney Pete. Todd. You're saying there's another the Todd Finney? Is that Rick Finney? No, Joe. Todd. Yeah, the Joe. I got the Todd. I'm carrying and the Rodney. Like this was a three banger. This one pack had three bangers. That's sweet. Yeah. Marnovich. All right, cool. Wow, we see the bottom of the. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. 5 left, and then we'll end the stream. We'll end the stream. Roberto, my name is what you could find on Instagram too. You have to probably contact me there, or I don't know how you can message me. Message me some way, and we could get your address so I could send you your pile of cards. Yeah, we have no Bo Jackson yet. So I think these last 5 cards, I have to think of it more. Think of it more. Think of it more. I'd rather hit the billion lotto tonight, or is it tonight? I don't know. Monday? Who knows? Than the Bo Jackson. But if I get a Bo, I get a Bo. There's a defense. Shane Coleman, Chris Dishman, Marvin Fernandez, another boomer. I'll keep that one for me. Another John Elway. I kept one of the John Elways. Roberto, you get another one. You get a John Elway. I know. Amazing. Stephen Page, Bubby Brister, another Gill. Gill will go with me. Derek Fenner, Trace Armstrong, Tim Harris, Wilbur Marshall, Keith Jackson. I'm missing one. John? Oh yeah, you're getting the John Elway. I forget. My chat is laggy. So whenever you say one, I just make sure. Yeah, you got a John Elway now. Look at that. Did Bo Jackson play in 91? Who did he play for in 91? There's another Jim Harborough. I got one of the Jim Harboroughs. You're going to get the other one. Ron Stark, Rich Camillo, Brian Jordan, Mo Gardner. I'll put them in my pile. Andre Reed. Sean Jones. Ah, that's right. The Raiders. I was like, talking about Raiders. Tim Brown. James Brooks. Bobby Humphrey. Bobby Humphrey sounds familiar. Here's another Christian Aoki. He'll go with mine. Dwight Stone. Billy Joe Tolliver. I think I've given you one of these before. And a Jim Harborough. You'll get the Jim. So it was his last year, which means it would be one of his last cards ever to be created. And we only have 3 left to be able to hit it. I don't remember seeing, when I looked for like the hit cards, I don't remember seeing Bo Jackson being one of them. So I wonder if Fleer never Never made one from him. Marion Butts, Brian Blades, Neil Anderson, Anthony Dillwig, Daryl Green. His rookie year was 87. Okay. Barry Sanders. This is the All-Stars. And so you'll get the All-Star since I already have the All-Star. I'm okay to give that one to you. Anthony Carter, Morton Anderson, Mike Kroll, Otis Anderson, Keith Burrs, Dexter Carter, Jerry Ball. Yeah, the Sanders. You got another Sanders. So that's... All right. Bo Jackson, come on. A Ken O'Brien, Chris Chandler, Jim Jensen, Bill Brooks, Tim Rosenbach, Chris Miller, Chris Zorich, Bruce Smith, Warren Moon, Ethan Horton, Rodney Holman, Vance Johnson, Barry Ward, and Tim Worley. Any of these I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing something from that one. Call it out. I'll pull them back. And last but not least, before we cover everything that we hit, the Miller. Chris Miller. Cool. Got it. Sweet. All right, last pack before we go through them all. Maybe we could get a third Brett Favre, Eddie Brown, David Treadwell, Kevin Porter, Greg Lloyd, Ronnie Harmon, Andy Heck, Lamell Stinson, Johnny Holland, Jim Lackey, Alfred Anderson, Gene Atkins. I saw this Ultra Draft Picks and thought it was another Brett Favre, but it's Nick Bell. I thought Nick Bell was a pretty good running back, if I can't remember correctly. Mark Ingram sounds familiar, and Byron Evans. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Did I miss anything from that one, Roberto? Let me know. All right. So, Roberto, this is what you'll be taking home. Just message me, and we'll get you all these cards sent to you. A Barry Sanders, Jim Harbaugh, a John Elway, Christian Okoye, Mike Royzer, Billy Tolliver, Eric Bieniemy, Herschel Walker, Randall Cunningham, Anthony Miller, Dan McGuire, a Keith Jackson, a Gil Bird, a Mike Singletary, sweet, Gary Plummer, Arthur Cox, Mike Prickard, Richie Sanders, Todd Maravich, Jeff George, Rodney Peete, Rod Bernstein, Steve Broussard, a Bruce Smith, Derek Thomas, and Barry Sanders, Rodney Hampton, Ricky Waters, Jim Everett, Clay Matthews, Marcus Allen, really? Boomer Eisen, Deion Sanders, Andre Rison, Marcus Allen, Thurman Thomas, Kevin Mack, Junior Senior, and Willie Gault. The Dan McGuire was Mark McGuire's brother. I'm just pulling him so I could... okay. Awesome. I just pulled some a Mark McGuire card, a mini deck, if I remember correctly. All right, so let's take a look at all the hits, ladies and gentlemen. These hits were organic hits that were pulled live. We have a Jerry Rice, a Troy Aikman, two of which I got. A Jerry Rice again. So there's two Jerry Rices. An Emmitt Smith. A Barry Sanders, which I got 3 of, 4, because one's going over to you, Roberto. 2 Brett Favre's, a Steve Young, and then 1, 2, 3 Joe Montanas, 1 and 2 Dan Marinos. We got a Russell Maryland. And then Dan Marino All-Star and a Bruce Smith All-Star. So those are all the ones I'll probably be sent off to grade. I have to figure out how I'm going to divvy up. Maybe give each one of them a Joe Montana, 2 of them a Jerry Rice, and a 1 Steve Young. We'll have to switch it up for my brothers. I have 3 of them, so 2 cards each. That'd be great for them. They'd love that. And then I have a brother-in-law who's a Cowboy fan. We could give him a Troy Aikman and an Emmitt Smith. Look at me. See, getting Christmas done early. And then I have some Brett Favre for myself and some cards that we'll sell probably. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Oh, yeah, I got money back and more. Roberto, I appreciate you helping me out sort through all the cards. Maybe I'll do a follow-up after I send these in for grading so you can see what grades they got, and then I'll have to wrap it, and then I'll be in California where my brothers are for Christmas. So I appreciate you, Roberto. Appreciate the thanks, the subscription. I don't want to take any more time than what you have, and so appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the next one. We'll see whenever that is. I got another few boxes. So maybe we'll do another live. I'll send you a message when I do. So maybe you'll get more from that. All right. Peace out, everyone.